So hello everyone, we're here at COP28 right in front of the Canadian Pavilion. We're here with Christina Joy McRorie. She's one of Canada's youth leaders on the Environment Canada Climate Change Youth Leaders Council. Christina, very nice to have you here with us. And what's going on here at COP? Why have you come here?
There are so many things going on at COP. I've come here, as you mentioned, with the Environment and Climate Change Youth Council, the Ministry of the Environment for Canada. And I think that the priority for me personally would be getting a sense of whether it's possible to have larger conversations around socioeconomic transformation. I think that there's so many things that happen at COP, and all of the incremental things are incredibly important, but there are discourses, it feels like, that aren't being had. And so I think that myself and a lot of other youth reflect that opinion that there needs to be really strong structural change, because if we perpetuate the same system that got us into climate change, we're probably not going to get out of it.
Yeah, this is an important point, what needs to be discussed, right? So do you feel there's a different discourse of what you're hearing here at COP from what youth are asking for in climate change?
That's so funny because we have a panel all about that on December 8th.
Okay, there we go.
December 8th, we have a panel about youth discourses and disillusionment around climate change versus mainstream discourses, because the survey research seems to show that there actually is a very different discourse. For youth, youth don't have access to capital and are already really disillusioned with the socioeconomic system, and so youth really like to link the extractive economy and the profit motive and our systems of production and consumption to climate change. And it feels like oftentimes we'll talk about things like planting more trees, or reforestation projects, cleaning up our water, and yet the sort of broader picture isn't being discussed as much at COP.
Yeah, so how can we better engage youth on this climate challenge that we have?
I think there's a few pieces to that. I think one of the things that often happens is that youth are pulled into these conferences, but I don't know that youth are often given the opportunity to directly engage with the negotiators of their country, and thus they're here, but they're not actually determining the strategic policy or the outlook. And so it feels as though consultation happens sort of at the end of a policy, which we know isn't true community-led consultation. Actual engaged consultation happens at every step of the way and as a co-collaboration, determining the policy and the framework together.
Yeah, no, you've been very clear. Thank you so much for our interview. I hope you have a great COP, you have a great panel. Hope to be there actually, and we will be reaching out to you to help us better understand the youth positions and to engage youth at the Commission. We are also talking to youth in Mexico and the United States, so we hope to promote more engagement across the three countries with our youth leaders. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Thanks so much.